I spend my money on my family a lot. Like I spend my money on like the people that depend on me. That's like my whole shit. Like I love taking care of my family and my friends, and whatever like issues we got, I'm gonna try and figure it out in some way I possibly can. You know what I mean? Because I feel hella guilty like buying a bust down $300,000 chain and my partner's like dealing with some shit with his kids, or you know what I mean? Like there's just certain things in life when you get older too, where you're just like, oh man, like I could have a chain, or I could like help somebody sometimes, and I think that shit.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Keem, and I got a quick announcement before we head into this interview. OGM just partnered with Base Smokes for a special giveaway. They're giving everyone a free eighth of their top tier exotics. No catch. Just check the link down in the description and use code OGM to claim your share, and they'll deliver it right to your door. We're talking about some of the best flower you can find nationwide. Once again, hit the link in the description, use code OGM at checkout. We're about to get into this interview. Love. Yo, it's your boy Keem, and you are watching Our Generation Music. And today, man, I got a very special interview for y'all. The one and only, my boy, Amine.
How you doing?
I'm good, my boy. How you today, man?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm just at the crib with you. I'm excited for this interview. I feel like we've been talking about doing this for a while.
We have been. I feel like 2 years now, damn near.
Yeah, because we just see each other so much, so it's so casual. We're like, yeah, let's do it. And then we just forget.
Some LA nigga shit.
LA nigga shit. So finally we doing it.
We are doing it.
We're defeating the stereotypes.
Let's go get some avocado toast.
Literally.
A nice little matcha.
Yeah.
Damn, green on green is crazy though. Now you think about it.
I mean, I'm not a big avocado nigga. I really hate avocados. It's the texture for me. It's like slimy. It's like shrimp and avocados, just weird textures to me.
Gotcha.
Like I'll do popcorn shrimp though on some like stereotypical shit. But like shrimp, it's like not hard, not soft. It's like this rubber texture.
Got you.
It's weird.
I'm completely opposite. I eat everything, bro. Pause.
I eat pause.
But I have no grievances with food, bro. I mean it all, man.
Yeah, I'm not too picky. I've grown a little bit. You know, like they say your taste buds like change every 7 years. So I feel like maybe in like a year I'll probably like avocados or some shit.
Damn. What do you feel like you've gotten into recently, like food-wise then?
That I love? Like, I feel like in the past like 7 years, I love sushi now. Like, that's like my favorite food by far. When I was a kid, I really was like, nah. I used to date this Asian shorty, super cool. She'd always want to get sushi. And I was like very like icky, like this is not my shit. And then now I love it.
What was the bite of the roll that changed it? Or like what dish?
When I tried like the fat tuna, like the buttery like omakase tuna, like that is stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
For me, it was the yellowtail sashimi.
I love yellowtail sashimi. Yeah.
That shit is pain.
They got a yellowtail sashimi like salad.
Word?
Look good. Yeah, at Houston's.
Okay.
In Pasadena. It's like crack.
I tried to go there with me and Barry was trying to go there like one Sunday morning, but it was so packed.
Yeah, it's popping. Like it's like a classic like staple.
I'm like, what the fuck is
It's
this?
like if Applebee's was like gourmet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they got ribs that are like fresh. It's like the best dessert. It's really good.
That's definitely the vibe I got from it. A lot of family and shit. Like after church type of spot.
It's an after church type of spot. That's the best way to explain it.
For the white people.
Yeah.
For everybody.
But there be niggas there though. There be
niggas
a lot of niggas there. It's just Pasadena, so it's like, yeah.
It's definitely a good vibe. That's so crazy you on that. Well, yeah. Once again, we're in your beautiful home, decorated really well, and I think also too it just goes hand in hand with your world building, like, and your ability to do that. I think that is you stand out. One of the most artists I think that stand out the most with their world building. Talk about your world building and everything, and how you get to create a world.
I feel like it's just being true to yourself and just kind of like knowing what you like and not trying to, I guess, adapt to like what people think you should do. You know what I mean? Because I think the bigger you get too, like there's always opinions of people telling you like, yo, maybe you should be on this vibe, like, I don't like this. And it's like you have to kind of follow your gut in every instinct. And you could tell the people that follow their guts versus the niggas that like, are
following trend.
Yeah, they're here for a good time. And that isn't bad too, but world building is fun. It's like you really are creating moments for people rather than just like music. You know what I mean? Like this is something they will remember for the next 10 years of their life because of this random pop-up you had where you had niggas doing some crazy shit or whatever it is. You know what I mean? I think I look at it like that with marketing and like music now. I'm like, you just want to create memories for people that they'll remember in the next 10, 20 years.
Yeah, it's an experience, man. And you also like putting your fans down this rabbit hole of taste, right? Like you're putting them on to shit, even showing them how to understand colors. Like I feel like that's a big thing in your world. Like, do you play with colors?
Yeah, I mean, I love color. I'm just never. I feel like I grew up in such a gloomy city. You know what I mean? Like where our summers were amazing in Portland, but like our fall to like spring at times was just so dark and gloomy at times that like I was like, man, I need color, and I'm obsessed with color. I just can't like live in this like black and white world, you know? There's just so many options.
Yeah, facts.
And it's just fun to me. It just makes me like I never want to be like old and just like boring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I still want to be like a fucking kid when I'm like 45.
It's crazy growing up. Like I always enjoyed adults like that. Like them adults, you go to your friend's house and they you like,
the
y'all want to smoke?
uncle.
Yeah, y'all want to smoke?
Yeah.
Y'all want to drink?
Yeah.
I could bring some bitches over here if you want to. I won't tell nobody. Y'all good. Like those people are my favorite people. You should never grow up. You like don't grow up, kids, but grow up responsibly and get your chicken now.
Yeah, definitely grow up responsibly, but just like never lose that like, you know, childlike kind of attitude about things where you're just like willing to have fun. I think sometimes you can grow old and like bitter.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely. And I think even back to what you were saying, like even Portland being so like gloomy and everything, like this home right here in Portland would be like Disneyland, you know? Like this shit would feel like, it's raining outside, but look inside my house.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like when it comes to Portland in general, living there, like that's where I will die. You know what I mean? I feel like I spent like so much of my life there that like now I'm excited to just travel the world and do the things I never got to do as a kid, you know? I just didn't have money like that. So like Europe was never an option for me, or Asia was never an option for me, you know? So touring and shit just made me so excited. I was just like, it felt like a field trip, you know?
Definitely, man. And you know, the other thing too that I love about your spaces, your furniture choices, and talk a little bit about just like, you know, choosing your taste and, you know, the things that you want to buy furniture wise that, you know, help elevate your space.
I feel like for me, it's just more finding shit that doesn't look like your simple couch or your simple TV or your simple whatever it might be, because again, I just like to have fun, and just your home should feel exactly like your personality too. So for me, I kind of, when I look for like furniture, or when I try to look at this, I look at it as if I'm like building an album when I work on my home, you know? It's the same way. This is something I gotta like live in. So I wanna make sure I'm like happy when I see this like colorful couch or this whatever. It makes me happy to see like little trinkets and shit, like ashtrays. I just love collecting all this like funky, weird shit just cause
it's probably fun too when you're like traveling on tour and you
exactly.
can just pick little things.
Bro, when I'm traveling, I'm always visiting like gift shops and random like vintage stores just to like find some random thing I could bring back home, you know, because it'll remind me of the place I was at. You know?
I love that. Now you can tell, man, it's definitely tailored to you and everything that you're on, which I love. I just got my USM Hauler piece myself. 4 bands from that motherfucker.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
But it's my early birthday gift.
Yeah.
But my birthday.
That's how you justify it.
Yeah. My birthday's in August, so you know you got to order that motherfucker a couple months early. It takes a while for it to get made, but yeah, and that is gonna be some pain. I can't wait. I'm gonna probably be sleep paralysis, like looking at it, like
Yeah. You don't want to like, you're like careful about it not getting scratched.
Man. And like I said, too,
it adds like some character. You know?
For sure. But when a bitch come to the crib, she better die. You better look at this shit, like Baby Keem said. When you come to the crib, you better die, ho. Like, yes.
Honestly, when you said that earlier, I was like, man, that really is a bar. I never really thought about it.
You need to gasp.
Yeah.
On entrance. Look at his house.
So funny.
Well, okay, on another bright side, 13 Months of Sunshine. We hear, you know. The album, man.
Yeah.
Vibes, a lot of vibes. Talk about, you know, I want to know, obviously, I feel like one of my favorite processes about someone making an album is the music they were listening to get to that point, making an album. Like, what were you listening to create this?
Honestly, bro, I made like this long playlist for all my producers just to like bump whenever they weren't working in the studio with me, just to see like what I was looking for. And I don't know, it was just like so much music. There was like, I heard Luke Man for the first time.
Gotcha.
His song Toes Down is like the most, his whole discography is amazing, but like his entire just overall vibe was what I was attracted to. It's just the music and the soundscapes and everything that he uses is so one of one. And I knew it would be sick to like mix him in our world for this album too, because he produced like all over the album as well. And yeah, I listened to so much shit. I listened to like Stevie Wonder a lot. I listened to Trey Grubber, who I didn't know. There's a song called I Tried. I listened to just a lot of like dance music too, just to kind of just feel like this is exactly what I want to make.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really, I think I love hip hop and I do hip hop a lot. And I was just trying to challenge myself to just rap over something that I hadn't done in a while.
Yeah, different grooves.
Yeah, SoundCloud, like 2014 SoundCloud, like I was rapping over like K's beats because that was what I loved at the time.
Yeah.
It was just like rap that got me popping, and that was what kind of people gravitated towards too. But like, there's a side of me that just truly loves dance music.
Yeah, and it's evolution, and bro, you're a decade into this. You're allowed to
which
evolve.
is so crazy. Yeah,
We're gonna get a little bit more into that later on, but so 6 albums in.
Is it 6 now? God damn.
Yeah, like it's 6, right? I ain't just butcher.
I feel like it's 6 Good For You, 1.5, Limbo, 2.5, Keem and Aminé. This one, 13 Months of Sunshine.
6 albums in.
R.I.P. to me, man. I'm old.
You're getting old, my brother. But yeah, 6 albums in. Like what is the challenges like being that deep into making albums now? Like from the first album compared to now. Like I'm just taking a guess here. I feel like the first album probably was so much more effortless in thought because you're not really thinking that hard, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like, the first question was, what was the process like just working on an album now, right? Like, for me, I don't know, the process of working on an album now is like, it's always to me like, now after working on 13 Months of Sunshine, I spent 3 years on that shit, and it was a emotional roller coaster of just like, when you're trying to write songs sometimes and you're not just trying to have good vibes only on an album, it feels like I'm critiquing myself more now because I'm 6 albums deep, where I'm just like, oh, like, you can't waste this time you have. Like, the older you get, the more you value your time. And I think like COVID too for me. Like, I worked on Limbo and I was ready to drop in a normal time around like 2020, that spring. I dropped Shimmy and I was like ready to do it. And then being stuck in the house made me be like, fuck, like I really took a lot of this shit for granted. Like, it's so much fun to do these like interactive things with fans and be in person with people and share the music, because dropping Limbo for me was hard because I was just like in the crib. And that really made me value my time working on albums now, where I'm just like, I better cherish every moment before I get locked in the crib again.
Yeah.
Like I really try to make sure I'm having fun. And if I'm not, then it's like, what's the point now?
Gotcha.
You know, money gets involved though. Like, people are like, the more money you make, the more you want to be like, oh shit, like I have to reach a certain benchmark to make this or whatever.
And even being on a label now, it's like,
oh,
do I gotta make a hit song in here? I gotta
always
get a streaming song. I gotta get a song moving on TikTok. Like, talk about how that kind of affects the creative process.
I mean, I hate it in general, just that isn't an influence to music.
Your little person around the corner, hey, gotta get that little TikTok song going.
Yo, Figs is always like, bro, let's get this TikTok in, please, bro. And I'm like, yeah, like, I love having fun on TikTok. Don't get me wrong. I love where music is headed in this like fun way where it's like, it's fun, but it also is this pressure to art. I don't like what it does to new artists, especially. Like, for me, like, I've been around, so it's like, I'm never gonna let shit change me. But it's like, the more you're trying to like come up, if you told me I had to make a popping song right now as like a brand new artist, it's a bit crazier. There's just so much more music now.
There's
than
more
there was before.
It's more thought now. Like I feel like before the TikTok thing, there was a lot more accidental hits, right?
Yeah.
Or just like people just making things purely. Now it's just like, if I do this and this, follow this trend and this pattern and this.
But my issue too is like, bro, I really only know like the 15-second to 30-second part of a song. And then the rest, I don't, because of TikTok.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the issue, is like, I love this like snippet I heard, but I don't know the rest of the song.
And then the snippet got to be so good that it makes me go look at it on Spotify.
Exactly. And that's the difference between, I think, the ones that really impact culture in this way, and then the ones that just kind of like fizzle out.
Yeah.
And I just don't like the fact that it's like sound bites now. We're just looking for like crazy clips to just like, yo, that was insane. But like, how's the verse though? You know what I mean? Like,
what did you say on that 16,
like, what did
my
you
boy?
say in that 16 in that little time frame you had? And sometimes niggas don't care. It's just like, okay, I like this, and I get it, but it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I hate that shit.
Yeah, it's such a interesting time we're in right now, and I think we're gonna evolve to a not where we came from, but a different space where I think things will hopefully mellow out to where it feels like we're in another structure again.
Yeah, and I also think like you can't be mad at shit you can't control.
Yeah.
Like, period. Like, this is just the state of where we at now. You know what I mean? Like, this is just how music is, and you better adapt or you finna get left behind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's Darwin shit right there. You know, you know what I'm saying?
Is that Darwin?
Yeah. Darwinism.
Huh?
Darwin, y'all know about Darwinism?
No.
It's just evolution.
Evolution.
Oh, like,
I'm saying it's evolution.
Evolution.
And
I
I'm
hit some
saying, like,
Animal
that's
Planet and shit.
beautiful.
Yeah. I hate some Animal Planet shit. My bad. I'm sorry.
No, that's hard though. Yeah.
You know, but yeah. So hopefully, yeah, we get to that place of things, you know, kind of mellowing out again. But even more back into the album, I really love the honesty on the verse, the bar on getting Big Sean a sandwich. I feel like a lot of niggas wouldn't really say that. Like,
I think it's just, well, for me, saying that in New Flower as a song,
Yeah.
is like, for me, it was just like, be honest. Like,
Yeah.
just tell what happened in your life. And that should be easy. Honest, like, if you're not thinking about what other niggas are gonna think, and that it, like, nah, like, that $20 that Big Sean gave me when I was broke as fuck eating plain rice helped me out.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely bought dollar slices for the next 2 weeks off of that.
pain.
Because I was so fucking broke. And it's like, I feel like anybody can relate to that. That's just
Yeah.
the truth. Like,
But that's good though, because you know you could get to this point of success and people get jaded and they won't want to tell niggas like.
Nah, I feel like that shit doesn't feel good inside. When you're jaded, there's no way you're enjoying your day. Like,
Facts.
when you're jaded, you're just jaded. Like, that's all you can think about. It's just like, man, fuck that. Like, always. And it's like, it's just too much stress, bro. I don't want more gray hairs. Like, I don't want to find a new one.
I feel you. Did you send him that song or anything?
Nope, I didn't send New Flower to Big Sean. I wanted Big Sean to just hear it. Big Sean posted like a couple days after the album came out. He was like, man, what the fuck? But he was like, I do be tipping though. Which was like low-key the best reaction to that, because I remember when me and Sean met for the first time, like, I told him, bro, I gotta tell you this crazy story. And it was like at a show, so we just didn't have time to like speak.
Mm-hmm.
So I just never got to tell him the story. So yeah, I just wanted to let him hear it like on New Flower.
The nigga probably heard that and he said, then he goes, I do be tipping though, boy.
With the ad-lib, crazy. That's crazy.
Boy.
Nah,
Oh,
but
man.
shout out him, man.
Yo, shout out Big Sean, man. And yo, I love your love for pro clubs, because that's my baby too. Forever in my heart.
I love pro clubs, like, to death. They actually, oh, bro, this is crazy. Okay, now I can tell you. Pro Club fucking sent me a pack yesterday because of the song Vacay. I rapped 50-pound Rimowa packed in the Pro Club, and the view from the room is a head rush, whatever. That's the bar. Just so niggas know who haven't listened to the song. But they sent me a motherfucking pack of Pro Clubs, but these niggas also sent me a brand new Rimowa suitcase filled with Pro Clubs. They're not sponsored by Rimowa. They just really bought me a Rimowa. They spent over a rack on that. Best gift I've ever gotten for an album.
Because it's really thought about the whole moment. They captured the whole
niggas,
moment.
like, I'm my own boss. Niggas is not buying me Rolexes. You know what I mean? Like, that's the best gift I've ever got, you know?
That's amazing, man. Shout out to PROCLUB, man. We love when them packs. Shout out my boy Vern and Brian over there.
Shout out to them. Yeah, I've never met them, but I'd love to meet them, bro.
Yeah, we'll introduce. Yeah, whenever that pack, I see that, I'm like, new white tees, we're good.
Yeah.
I don't have to go
West
to
Coast, too, is like, we just love a clean
Well, I'm an East Coast nigga, but I've...
Niggas everywhere love white tees.
Yes.
For sure.
But it's crazy how different
But
places...
PROCLUB is real, like, West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how everyone has their own like love for white tees in different places, like different brands. Because right now what's popping too is the Uniqlos. Niggas is on those.
Uniqlos are great. I wear that when I'm like trying to impress a woman. But like when I'm really just on my everyday shit, what I really, really be wearing is my PROCLUBs.
Got you.
Yeah.
I feel same shit. More into the project. I was on a treadmill and doing my 4 miles.
No, I'm just saying, yeah.
The money did some things to me, made me gain some weight. But it happens.
No, I'm laughing because I just bought a treadmill last week.
Oh, you
I'm
did?
trying to be on my shit. Like when I'm on calls, I want to be getting my 10,000 steps in. I'm getting older. I got to think about this shit.
Facts.
Like, bro, you could just be, I'm not trying to sit lean till I'm 40. That's insane.
It is.
That's crazy. That is liquid heroin.
Till you're 40. Shout out Jimi Hendrix, which is where he
What?
from Portland.
He's from Seattle.
He's Seattle.
Yeah.
Damn.
You was almost there though.
I was almost there.
Yeah.
Kurt.
You thought you had me though.
thought I had
Niggas will fry me for not knowing that.
He's like, let me correct
I could
this.
have agreed with you and that just could have been, niggas just be bashing me from the Northwest.
It'll be like, come on, bro. But yeah, so I was on a treadmill, man, and doing the best I can hit. And it really hit.
That's a crazy way to listen to doing the best I can. I love that.
It really hit. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, I ain't want to be here today, but I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
When you walking, sweating your ass off and just hearing doing the best that's funny.
it really
That is hilarious.
It really hit, man.
No, that is one of my favorite songs on a serious tip that I worked on that like for the past like 2 years. I was just like fixing it, doing different things to it. But that was like what you hear in the song is like what the freestyle was like too.
Yeah.
So yeah, doing the best I can is like one of my favorite songs on the album, just for me.
Yeah, I really
Like I want to play that for my kids,
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I was in my fat man suit. I ordered the sauna suit off of Amazon.
No way.
Yeah.
The full?
The
Michelin Man.
Yeah.
But it's black.
It's black.
Yeah.
Bro, that
the
shit,
black Michelin Man.
Black Michelin. Yo, but that shit be going crazy though, bro. I mean,
It really works. Like
bro,
you're
I come
sweating.
on, never sweat like that.
I might do
Pussy
that.
don't even make me sweat.
I really might do that though,
You
because
should.
I'm getting my little African dad gut. It's
a lot of
coming in.
Guinness.
No, I'm not even a beer guy. I'm just more like eating too much injera, which is like our favorite food in Ethiopia.
Got you.
It's like, yeah.
Okay, bet, got you. All right, but yeah, that song hit for me. Also, the song "Temptation," I enjoyed.
That's like his favorite.
That's your
Yeah.
favorite. That's another one that stood out to me too, because it's like you're on there like I feel like I know it all, and then some days I don't. I feel like the older you get, that thought kind of like always comes. It's like,
For sure.
Look where I'm at. I made it. I did this and that, and it's like then you're like, the fuck do I know? You're like giving niggas advice.
Yeah, I think the more you live and let go, like you're just more comfortable with yourself. You know what I mean? Because the more I'm sitting here thinking I know it all, I'm just like, I'm not really learning shit from nobody. There's like the woman sitting behind you at a restaurant who randomly has a small talk with you. You could learn something from her.
Yeah.
She might tell you something about something that you might never know. And I think like when you're young, you're kind of like, why is this person talking to me? Or it's like you're just being more open and just letting go and just letting life happen to you instead of you trying to control it is so much more of a freer life.
But isn't that also, which is a good thought to have, but isn't it also a little scary being famous though too? Because it's like you don't know people having a genuine connection with you.
Oh, for sure. But I feel like that's just maturity. Like I feel like if I have a 5-minute conversation with somebody, sometimes I feel like I'm a real good judge of character. You know, like I think I'm just trying to surround myself with people that are just like decent human beings rather than just niggas who think they know it all about shit. That doesn't really, I don't feel comfortable as a human next to somebody who thinks they know it all, because none of us do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's also a good humbling feeling too. It's like, yeah, I knew enough to get me here, but I also don't know enough. You know what I mean? I need
Yeah.
to go learn to get me to
Yeah.
past this point.
I sleep better when I don't think I know it all.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely. Definitely. Yo, and you also closed it out. Were you and your dad smoking?
Yeah, me and my dad, we be blowing down together, bro.
Talk about earlier with the dads that be smoking and shit.
He hates when I talk about it too much, but like in the past few years, you know, like me and my dad went to Jamaica and we was like on the best vacation ever together, and that was like one of the best conversations we've ever had as like father and son, because we were just rolling up a backwood and it was just gas, and it just made you not think
Yeah.
about what the relationship is with your father and son, just more so this like openness where I felt like for the first time I could talk to my dad about advice on relationships
Yeah.
and life. And it's just like, I think me and my dad over the past few years, we've just gotten closer and just talking like man to man, you know what I mean? When you become an adult kind of thing. So I knew these conversations were special for me, and I was like, man, having him on the album it would just mean a lot more for me 10 years down the line.
100%. Yeah, I love that too because um, even me and my pops, we never really had the best relationship growing up, but now it's such a different type of relationship you have.
Yeah.
Like it's like
When you move out the house and you're
Yeah.
not asking them for
you're not a
$20
bum
every
too.
week.
You're not a bum. It helps when you're not a bum.
Oh, for sure, bro. If I was bothering my dad about money, that nigga would not speak to me, bro. You'd be so annoyed.
It's so crazy, man. It's so different of a conversation you really have with them, and the vibe just changed. It's like you don't even gotta like lie. But like I used to get in trouble for sneaking girls into the house. Now they're just like, when are you gonna have a kid, nigga?
Well, I
Hey,
feel-
you used to board my fucking room up. Like when you would take my door off when you caught me with some girls. Now you want me to have kids?
That's so funny. What? Yeah, my dad want me to have kids too, like every day. That's what he's asking me about. But kind of like, I don't know. Feels a little too soon.
What are you looking for in a girl? Like how does
In a girl?
How are you 5 minute vetting these females?
Females is crazy. But like for me, with girls, I think like I don't know. I just really want to just have a conversation with somebody I feel like I can hold a good conversation with now. When I was younger, I was just kind of like, yeah, she's so fire, like she's bad, da, da, da. But now for me, it's like she has to be attractive, but also just like have like a 5 minute normal conversation where it's just like, yeah, can we joke or riff about something that feels like we kind of have the same like humor, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because I can't stand like a boring person. Yeah,
A
just
boring bitch,
in
for
general.
sure.
It could be a girl, it could be just somebody I'm talking to. Like, why?
I like unhinged people.
Unhinged people are funny as hell. I love people that know how to like stem. Like they just can't.
What's stem mean?
Stemming, like they're overstimulated like all the time. Like they're just like talking about this too much, or they just like
Yeah.
just like you
Little
know,
ADD, like
little crazy people.
Yeah.
Like not crazy in a bad way, but crazy in the best way.
yes,
You know?
yeah. That's my favorite type of people. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to make myself laugh all day.
Yeah.
I can't, or you got to be matching my shit. You know what I mean? Also, too, I feel like experience and vibe. Like, what kind of vibe you bringing to me? You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna put me on? You said earlier the Asian girl, she put you on the sushi. You know what I mean? Like, what you bringing? You putting me on some
That's so funny.
wines, like.
No, yeah. I mean, I would want to be in a relationship where I feel like we are both equal and we can learn from each other for different things. But I also like someone that makes me take accountability, because like, I feel like when I am just not being asked to do that, then it's my world and I'm just like living in it. It's not like good for the relationship.
Yeah, because they're just kind of just following a meeting.
Yeah. I want my wife to be on my head, you know?
As you should.
Yeah.
For sure. That reminds. That's like we're not Americans, you know. Our parents are different. The
Yeah,
relationship.
literally.
It's kind of like that, you know. But yeah, I love the closing of just you getting him fried too, because he sounds fried, but in a good happy, like I just smoked with my son. We had a great conversation, and you feel it throughout it. But it's just like. I just gave.
Well, that was like the end of our little weekend. So like he was dropping in the end of Images, like that last skit you're talking about. That is him dropping me off at the airport. That's why it was just nice, because it really felt like an ending to an album, but also like this ending of our like weekend and this conversation that we had. So I wanted to take people into our world of like what our conversation that weekend was like. You know what I mean? So it's nice when you hear like the car door close and little shit like that.
It reminds me on the end of Channel Orange.
Yeah, which one is that? Which
When
which
the end
song?
and he plays Voodoo.
Yes. Oh, Voodoo's like one of my favorite unreleased
Come on,
Frank
man.
Ocean songs.
Come on, man.
Voodoo is
Darker times.
bro. Voodoo is crazy.
Bro, I'm getting goosebumps
The
just
Candles
talking
lyric is like one of the best lyrics ever written. I love that one.
She's got a whole wide world in the juicy fruit.
It's the karaoke time. I mean, do y'all have karaoke times in these interviews?
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
He just want to hear you sing.
He was like, nah, this is perfect. This is
Perfect. But yo, that
clip
is-
it, clip it.
clip it right there. That's a grail. He has so much
Crazy unreleased stuff too.
crazy.
Yeah.
His unreleased bag is insane. I hate also too, man, like some of these mixtapes not being on the streaming services.
I think it's more like this business thing of just like it's maybe smarter it's harder to clear those samples too.
Yeah.
Samples are like one of the most
Nightmare.
they're like the reason why people's favorite songs can never like come out.
But I have been noticing a lot of samples have been getting cleared these days.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I've noticed. I felt like it was a lot worse, but now everyone's just like, yeah, just give me 100%. People are just doing it. I feel like people used to shy away from that, saying that, but now people are putting it out because
Well, I
honestly,
feel like the generation is just getting older, so it's like the people that are approving the samples too are maybe in that like boomer range or whatever.
yeah, they're like, this should come out.
Yeah, they're just like, I don't give a fuck. It's like
Make some money.
40 and 50-year-olds look way younger than they do like even now.
Yeah.
Than what they did. Like you show me a 30-year-old from 1960, them niggas look 50.
They definitely.
But like we over here dressing baggy clothes and shit.
we really turned it into them cool ass old niggas.
The cool ass unk.
Unks at the unction for real.
Yeah, I just need to learn how to use a grill like properly.
Yeah, this last Memorial Day spoke a lot.
Yeah, there's
They
like
pull up to the party and there was no niggas did their thing. Zini, everybody did their thing.
it
though.
was pretty insane. Just
But
like
there was no food left. I was kind of pissed.
Yeah.
Somebody should have been stationed.
the only thing left was glizzies and like a room full of women and me eating a glizzy. I'm a little nervous, you know.
I made a glizzy burger because I wasn't gonna do
Glizzy burger is crazy.
So I made a burger out the two
Oh, bro,
glizzies.
clip that. Glizzy burger is nuts.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm not eating no glizzy.
Now,
here.
my favorite thing is when niggas be having a hot dog and they just do this shit. They just pop it in, chop it up.
They hit one of them. Nah, for
Pause,
real.
pause.
Niggas hit one of them, man. But yeah. So even back to party wise, I gotta
Yeah.
talk about this. Every time I get a hit up or someone's like, yo, meet is having a party, I know it's gonna be a vibe. I know it's gonna be a vibe. It's just the music, the vibe. Everybody just seemed like they was having a good time. You didn't really
Yeah.
feel like you was in LA. It wasn't bougie. Everyone just turned up. I miss those type of vibes, and I appreciate those type of vibes out here.
That's like my favorite shit is when you have people literally dancing in a room.
Yeah.
Like I'm just tired of like parties that just feel like people are standing around, being cool, doing their drugs, and just kind of being antisocial. Like I really love parties that like everyone and their mama is talking to each other.
Yeah.
And it's just like a good time, and people aren't having this ego. Like I want my parties to feel like an ego death. Like you will dance with.
That's a good name for a party.
That is Internet has a great album called
Ego Death.
Yeah.
That's a good name. The Ego Death. Why is that? It's like, bitch, you better shake that ass on that dance.
Well,
I know you got 1 million followers, but tonight,
in a
Getting
simple
loose.
way to put it.
tonight you getting loose.
I
okay?
love that's exactly where your head went when you heard Ego Death.
Oh man.
So funny.
Yo. But yeah, you're in a certain world that is just like super fire and super different. Like,
I feel like I think everybody's just trying to have a good time. And everyone just wants to go to something that they don't feel like they're gonna be judged at. You know? Like I just wanna come to a party where, okay, this feels like I can be myself at versus I have to be this way because of the way everything is. I don't know, you know?
no, I feel you, and you do a good job of doing that. Okay, so yeah, XXL.
Oh yeah.
It's a long time ago.
Well, hey, don't say it like that now.
Hey, no.
I was like, what's that Kevin Hart show? He said, damn.
Damn. Don Cheeto.
It's so fucking funny,
It's so
bro.
funny. It's like, but it was. But I'm about to, compliment you on that. Bro, you, Carti, and A Boogie are the last ones standing. Like, the guys that you guys grew, your careers just kept growing. You guys kept producing. Like,
Yeah.
and it's always kind of like that with XXL. There's always like 2 or 3 artists that in each class they kept growing and
There's a few classes where they had some crazy artists in it, like Freddie Gibbs, Kendrick. That one's
yeah.
the craziest class.
The Kendrick one was Kendrick, Mac Miller, Meek Mill. The Freddie Gibbs one was
that's
J. Cole, Big
Nipsey.
Sean, Nipsey.
Yeah, that one's crazy.
Yes.
Oh yeah, those are different years.
100%.
Crazy. I didn't realize that.
But back to yours, you, Carti, to me, obviously, niggas feel how they feel, but you, Carti, and A Boogie, the only niggas still doing it, respectfully.
To be honest with you, I think it's a lot of pressure to be on an XXL cover. Mm-hmm. It's just like now everyone and their mama's judging you like, oh, that nigga should have not been there. This person should have, or that person should have. And it's like, to me, I see it as an honor. You know, when niggas is like debating whether or not they should do the XXL cover, I'm just like, bro, this is just a part of hip hop. This is just culture. You know, like it's an honor to be on that thing. So for me, I looked at it as like, okay, if I'm gonna be on this magazine, I better make sure my career lines up and I prove everyone that I could still be here maybe 6, 7, 8, whatever years later. And that shit is not easy to do. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What do you think, gave you that grant? Like, what do you think helped you sustain this long career?
I think it's just, I think anyone who knows me is just like, I'm not really into antics or like figuring out ways to like, I don't know, make people talk about me that doesn't have to do with music, you know? Like I really
Which is a big game.
Yeah, it's like, I think you can go viral for just hitting a nigga in the face or whatever.
Or just dating some lit bitch.
Yeah, or whatever it is. I don't know. Like for me, I'm just like, yo, I really love music. This is the shit that got me here. Let me just keep my head down and make music, you know? And I think Justin, my manager, is like one of my best friends, but also the person I look to just remind me to be like, this is what you should be focusing on, and this is your path. Like, don't worry about all the other shit, you know? Because the music is the thing that got you here first. I think a lot of people get lost and forget that part. Like, you really are here because you make good music, and people, it looks like you love making music. So maybe you should focus on that part. You know?
Focus, because at the end of the day, the end product's the end product.
Yeah, you know what I mean? People are always gonna judge you for your art more than, you know.
100%, yeah, no, for sure. I mean, even looking back around that time too, the song that propelled you there, Caroline, like, looking back at that now, like, how do you feel about that song? Like, you're honest, like.
I mean, I when I go to shows, man, it's insane. It just like, to me, like, it's a blessing. I don't really see it as any other way. I'm just like, yo, that's my introduction into the game. It's just the shit that got me here. Like, well, I can't be mad at that. That I'm thankful for that, to be honest, every day.
Yeah, some people end up hating their first big song.
Yeah.
I always thought
that's like
crazy.
very normal. But I think it's just more so, I think they hate what people expect them to make. It's not more so that they hate the song. It's that now, because you made that song, people are like, man, you gotta make that song again, bro. Please, bro. It's like,
Please, nigga, please.
bro. And it's like, nigga, no. If you want to listen to that song, like, go listen to that song. It's there.
Add to my other streams, bro.
Yeah, like I think it's just like people always want to like limit you or tell you exactly what you should be doing, and it's like, I'm a rebel in that way. When somebody tell me to go left, I'm going right. When somebody, you know what I mean? Like, I like to go whatever way I want to at that time. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I first heard that. I was smashed.
Where were you at?
I was in San Diego, trying to figure it out, trying to get to this point in life where I'm at right now. And yeah, I was driving around with some girl. She played it, and I was like, oh,
It's kind of
shit
hard.
Who this nigga? Oh, this guy Amine, we love Amine. I was like, oh yeah,
She got the name right, or did she?
I mean, she was smart. She was from like a
fire,
sorority, so
fire.
you know,
Love that. I already fuck with her.
She was smart. She knew not to butcher certain shit.
Oh,
she
niggas
could Google it.
Bro, when I first came in the game, my name was getting butchered left and right. So it's like, a lot of people thought I like made Aminé up, you know? But that's like that is my father's last name. That's my grandfather's first name. Aminé is like a Ethiopian name, and it's also a Middle Eastern name. There's a lot of other people named Aminé, but that shit for me, I was like, my first name is Adam, so like my last name is Daniel, and then my middle name is Aminé. Like Adam don't really sound too hard as an artist name, so I was like
On the bill.
Adam. Adam is crazy.
Next to Playboy Carti, Adam.
Just crazy. I mean, it could have been hard, honestly, but Aminé just felt like my heritage, and just like seeing Aminé on like a sneaker for me now with New Balance is like, that makes my grandfather and my father proud, you know.
And you just segued into what I was just about to say.
You know, I'm a professional.
Man,
hit you with a little ending.
this guy. Oh man, yo, you gotta light one.
It's so funny though.
You gotta light that up. But yo, you're on your second shoe with New Balance, man. Congrats on that, for real.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I got the first one. I didn't get the second.
You didn't get the second one?
Nah, I didn't.
Oh, I got you. It's literally in my garage.
Yeah,
what size are you?
I'm a 9.5.
9.5. We got you. You sample size, bro. I got some samples that never came out of those shoes, bro. You can't have them though. But
yo, you hit the rapper shit. You hit the rapper shit there. Up those shoes. That was some rap nigga shit right there. Up those shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes I'm a rapper.
Yo, so yeah, you're on your second shoe. I think what I'm more curious about with, you designing shoes, like your design process. I know the second shoe was tailored to your MacBook. There was the stickers on there, things like that, and it was like bringing it home to you in high school and everything. But just talk a little bit more about this, like your design process and everything, man.
I think we treat every like shoe like it's an album. Like we really go into detail about what the marketing should be, what the colorway should be, what is the story of this shoe, and like why are you doing this colorway? Is it just because it looks fly, or is it because you have a story to fulfill? Like there's something you can say about this shoe that has a whole backstory to it, because to me that's what sells me as a fan of anything, whether it's art or music or a shoe. Like I'm always be interested into the thing that like has some sort of meaning, even if it's light. Even if the meaning is this, or the meaning is deeper than that, like it doesn't have to be dark or happy, whatever it is, like if it has some sort of meaning, I'm down, So for us, I'm doing a whole thing, bro. I'm building the PDF with my whole team and me. We're doing the references of every colorway that we want to do and what that story is. And we come to New Balance super prepped. We come with like all our ideas stacked in one, and we discuss it with them and see what they think. And if they have any additions, and they come back to us with some ideas too. And it's been this like partnership that doesn't feel like I'm like nervous about any idea I bring forth to New Balance. I feel like they're always down to hear a story or hear what the meaning of something is. So it's made working with them and doing a shoe way easier now, where I'm just like, okay, this is the story, they're down for it, let's do this.
I love that too, because I love the fact of you being prepared. You walking in that like, this is,
Yeah, I never want people to think I take any of this for granted. I'm not finna come to a meeting and be like, oh yeah, man, let's just make that shit yellow, bro. Like, I think for me it's more like I want people to know, like, I know this can get taken away from me any day of the week. Like nothing is here just because of me and my music. It's also just like God's plan. It really is just the universe and this that aligned us to have this opportunity to do a third shoe, to do a fourth, whatever it might be. Like I'm coming prepared because I care, and because I don't want niggas to think I don't.
I feel that. Yeah, no. You definitely gotta seize those moments and those opportunities, and yeah, like you said, it's like you really don't know how long you got.
Yeah,
how
bro.
long you're lit.
You could be gone tomorrow, bro. You might get in a car accident. Who knows? Like
Exactly.
life is short. Like you gotta treat every day like it's your last in a way.
Yeah, gotta treat it like a Kid Cudi song. I be up and away, up and away.
Man, I hope he's okay.
Yeah. Damn, we just tied car. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No, for real.
For real. But okay, I feel like the one thing that always sucks about having a shoe, a product, and something that everyone wants is that seating. having to get the shoes out. Please, how does that process work for you? Like, can you explain the seating? We were talking about it a little bit earlier. It's like people don't know you. Like, you got to pay for this shit.
Yeah, it's like you get an allotment of like how much seating pairs you have. Say you got 150, 200, you're only seating that many that you're giving for free. That 150 pairs, 200 pairs, that costs a lot of money. Like that is whatever wholesale price to make that shoe, that's $60 a pair, whatever it might be, 10,000, 20,000 for that allotment that you got, that number is what you have. And people, like everyone I know and their mama hits me up about the shoe, which makes me so happy, that like people want the shoe even.
Yeah.
Like that's a blessing in itself. But I do think like sometimes niggas get mad at you for not sending them the shoe.
You see a nigga out like, yo,
And
I ain't jacked that, bro. You ain't send me your shoe.
Bro, it's crazy to me because it's just like, bro, if you really support me, just buy the shoes. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the private link. You got it. You also have money. What's crazy is my brokest friends are the ones who are buying my shoe. But my richest friends are the niggas asking for it for free.
That
don't make no sense to me, man.
That's
the rich get richer. It's
the
fucked
entitled
up.
lifestyle.
That's insane. I think it's crazy to me when I see that because I'm just like, no one has an ego about buying a shoe. Here's a private link. I don't have an ego about it. Like this is the shit.
No,
Buy it,
100%.
But yeah, it's also it's not that big of a deal. Also, it's like just fine.
Also too, I want to know if you can give some advice for someone like an artist. Like, how do you structure a good deal for a shoe? Like, what do you think you should have in your favor and things like that? How do you set up a good shoe deal, in your opinion?
I mean, it goes so many different directions, because I don't know what other people's sneaker deals look like.
If there's something that you've learned in the process, like I probably should have done this or that.
I think for me, it's just before contracts and kind of all this shit gets involved, I think you have to really look at the employees and the team that, the so and so is giving you to work on your shoe with you, Because I judge, I think, everything based on like, will I have a drink with this person? Will I want to have a drink with this person? Will I, want them to meet my friends or whatever? Like, I think you have to enjoy the people you're working with too. So I look at the deal as like, that's the most important piece, is like making sure you like the people you're gonna have to work with on this thing that means so much to you. You know what I mean? Because if you're not, then it's like, okay, you got this big check, but like, are you building memories? Like, is this fun for you, or is this just a money play?
It's got to be from the heart and just doing stuff with good people.
Literally, like I always think when it is from the heart and you are enjoying who you're working with, the deal part always comes secondary. You know what I mean? Like that, it always like figures itself out in some sort of way.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, can't wait to see what you do next and your next shoes and your next. Bro, you put out wine too. The wine was a vibe.
Yeah, it was. It's an Oregonian winery that like is real popping, like outside of Oregon. So like when they were down to do the wine with us, like. We're honored. Like my manager was freaking out because he always buy their wine, and he live in LA.
Just pull up to the crib like, oh yeah, grab a bottle of wine. Oh yeah, that's my face on that. How did that get there?
Wait, what's crazy? Snoop Dogg has a wine that's crazy. Like you take like a little photo of it, and he starts talking, like on your screen. Y'all ain't never seen that shit? It was at the grocery store.
Nah.
I was high one day in like a Safeway, and I seen that shit. I was like, this is nuts. It's just like Snoop Dogg talking to you from a bottle of wine.
What it do, cuz? You about to pick
Literally,
my wine
like,
you about to pick my wine up, cuz.
It was crazy.
Man. Yo, also too, as much as I've been to those few parties, I also don't see you out a lot. So what do you be doing? Like, what is Aminé's stated?
You saying that is exactly what I love. Like, I don't want to be known as a guy who goes out a lot. You know what I mean? Because I think like, one, that's not a great stigma, to have. But also two, like, I don't have the time to go out every weekend. Like, me and Figs is stressed the fuck out working on like this project, this video, what the next shoe is gonna be, this and that. Like, I personally don't like partying or celebrating when I have hella shit to do, because in the back of my mind, the broke nigga in me is like, nigga, you gonna lose it all. Like the back of my mind's telling me like, you are taking for granted everything you've been blessed with, and you just wasting all this time on just having a good ass time every
Yeah.
weekend. And for me, it's like, no, I really care about my shit that like, of course I'll have a little vacation here and there. Like I want to go on vacay all the time, but you know, I gotta work. I come from African upbringings, you know, like I seen my mom work day in and day out. So I'm just like, working is like instilled in me. Like I can't like,
Yeah, I feel like our generation is. It's like partying has been such a obviously coming off movies like Project X and things like that. I
love
feel,
Project X.
by the way, great movie.
God, love that
Not
movie.
like a an Oscar-worthy movie, but just like the feeling that movie gave.
No, that's
you know?
iconic. It's like,
It's an icon.
that's an Oscar-winning award movie to me. That's the Oscar-winning movie in my house.
In this household.
In this household,
For
Project
sure.
X is top tier.
But like, I definitely feel like there's a shift with that, where it's like people are out partying all the time.
Yeah, maybe they're nepo babies. Maybe they got
Nah.
they got a background,
Yeah.
you know, like they got something to fall back on.
You know what I do now? Like if I want to drink, bro, I just go to the bar right at my house. And
That's
I
fine.
don't
You
go
can
see
walk.
nobody. You walk there.
Yeah.
Walk to the house. Like I don't, cause it's like I do feel that now, and I'm actually really happy that I started DJing too, cause now I can go out and get paid.
Yeah. Now you can go out, have a good time, and get paid.
Paid like
That I'm always down for.
but like
Niggas talking money, I'm there.
what did
Well,
you say?
in some scenarios.
It's-
Pause.
Pause.
That's crazy. Did
But-
not think about that.
But we gotta have a Dame Dash counter on this. There's too many pauses in this one.
Yeah, really.
Little Dame Dash head pop out like. as
Wait,
in
how
Mortal
many
Kombat.
times he says pause?
No. Like how many times we said pause in this? Probably like 4.
Probably like 7.
Probably like 7.
Yeah, 13.
Pause a meter.
13.
13. But yeah, that's one thing I'm happy about that I definitely shift. But also to you, what do you be spending your money on, bro? Like, because you're not like super flashy.
No.
Like,
No, I like to make sure I have a savings account. Like I gotta have a good amount of money saved at all times. I love like the petty things in life, the nice things. Like I love luxury. Like if I do a vacation, I'm making sure I'm staying somewhere that I love and I'm obsessed with. But I also I spend my money on my family a lot. Like I spend my money on like the people that depend on me. That's like my whole shit. Like I love taking care of my family and my friends, and whatever like issues we got, I'm gonna try and figure it out in some way I possibly can. You know what I mean? Because I feel hella guilty like buying a bust down $300,000 chain and my partner's like dealing with some shit with his kids, or you know what I mean? Like there's just certain things in life when you get older too, where you're just like, oh man, like I could have a chain, or I could like help somebody sometimes, and I think that shit makes me feel hella good inside. That feels like a bust down chain. Like that feeling of being able to help the ones you love.
for sure.
That's like top tier moment for me.
No, I love that, man. Yeah, I feel like that's the one thing I notice about you too is like, you're not spending atrocious amount of money. Like you're not in the club flexing. Like,
Well, yeah.
no chains. No, like you got the watch, you got chains, but
No,
you're
me
not
and my
doing the
me and my
rapping shit.
accountant talk a lot. Like I'm not. I know he would clown me for doing that. That's why. You know. So like having people like that in your corner is nice to remind you. Like, bruh, I don't know if you should be doing that.
Yeah.
The homies that are telling you to spend, they don't care.
They don't care about
No.
you. Yeah, even the bitches too.
Well.
They don't care.
Yep.
They don't care. They ain't gonna be there when them checks ain't clearing.
Well, yeah. What song is that?
I just made it up.
Oh, that's hard. It's pretty hard. Let's turn that into a jam.
I
Flip
got that. Checks clear.
That'll be a viral trend in 2 weeks.
Why somebody clip this and make its own sound? You are gonna go on tour.
I am. Tour de Danse. Yeah, we just announced that like this week actually.
What, bro? You've been touring for a long time. Like,
Mm-hmm.
how does it still feel? Like, how has touring changed? I just recently seen Tyler.
Oh
talk
yeah, I saw
about
what he
just,
said.
like-
I related to that so much. Like now that I'm like 31, I'm making sure like when I tour, I'm sleeping. I'm not like out till 2 a.m. and trying to wake up in the next city and perform tired and do this shit. Like I want to make sure like my whole go-to for this next tour de danse is like I gotta jog every morning before a show, just a little bit, just to get that or bike. Face want me to say bike.
He pushing for the biking.
Yeah. He wants me to do a bike club on the tour, which I think would be kind of hard.
Ooh,
You know, like, cause we named it
can
after
even
Tour de France.
You type that in with the shoe.
Tap that in with the shoe. Yeah. Little marketing play, little pop up. Yeah,
see
come
that.
on, twin. We're up. We're up. No. But yeah, I'm definitely like focused on tour and just trying to make sure I stay healthy and don't eat like McDonald's and Wendy's and all
You
this
ever had a
shit.
chef?
No, I don't. Like, I've had a chef for an event or some shit, but like on a tour, that's OD, nigga. I think about cost. That is a waste of money. What? Niggas bring barbers on tour and shit? Like, boy, go get that haircut from that barber in Dallas, bro. Just do that IG story, bro. You good. That's all you need.
Let him record
like,
you.
Bro, no, think about your costs, man. That's how you go broke.
That shit
Niggas
is
being
crazy.
Like,
I'm waiting
chef
for you.
this, nigga barber this. You crazy.
Lil Wayne, I think
I mean, Wayne is also a different breed. That was also a time when niggas was spending $1 million on a music video.
Bro.
What?
Also,
niggas don't.
Niggas don't do that.
Niggas do not do that, man. There's no budgets for videos no more. Unless you like Taylor Swift or whoever the fuck. Like,
And I doubt even, no, she's probably still up there actually, but
yeah.
But I doubt it's like, I feel like the effects of like our past rappers, like the things they did that was so crazy, and then they get older and they get on podcasts like, yeah, I was wild and I should have not done that.
Yeah, that's my favorite shit.
It's like
I love hearing all of Cameron's stories. Cameron and Mace? Crazy. Bruh, the best decision ever was those two niggas to get on the podcast.
Oh my
it's
God.
insane.
I'm loving Fat Joe and Jadakiss right now too. They started one.
They started one? I love Jadakiss, man.
Yes.
Jadakiss is
legend.
Bro,
Styles.
That nigga be really working out too.
Yeah.
Niggas was doing full pull-ups and shit. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, man. Him, Styles.
It inspired me. I was like, I gotta
get out there.
That nigga's fit.
Imagine you came out like
buff. I don't know. That ruined every fit. That ruined every
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. It call me crazy. For me, it's either being super skinny or chubby.
Yes. I think
fit-wise,
if you're skinny or chubby, you look hella great in fits.
Fits.
Time.
But
like if I'm buff and ripped, what? Like I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, or maybe that's just us unfit people trying to hate on the people that are fit.
But I ain't never seen.
We just trying to justify our unhealthy lifestyle.
Like what buff nigga or like who be putting it on? Like I don't know.
Man, I don't think about buff guys a lot, so like I don't know, bro.
Nah, but like
I'm like,
I probably think like
the first nigga I thought about that was buff like Terry Crews. Like I just think of the nigga doing the whistle shit. Yeah, that's all I think of.
Yeah.
I don't know a buff nigga putting it on like that. Who?
I mean, I guess Wiz changed.
Wiz is not
skinny.
buff. Wiz is fit.
He's fit now.
We talking about buff. Like,
yeah. Damn.
Wrestler. Like looks like a wrestler.
Nah, yeah, that's not a thing. I mean,
I'm saying.
It's just not.
Well, somebody's gonna clown us in the comments and be like, nah, this nigga be putting on the fits. And that's how we gonna find out.
We are gonna find
check out, drop the IG of the buff nigga with good fits. Whoever y'all think right now, drop that shit.
Yo, who'd you? Lancey
is like,
come on, bro.
Lancey is kind of buff, but he not. Like, we talking like wrestler buff. Like,
Jaleel not.
Jaleel's a buff nigga too.
Jaleel technically is.
Love saying that.
Tank Davis? That's a small nigga. Nah, he a small. He more.
Nah, we gonna let the comments figure this shit out.
We gonna let them figure it out.
Send us who y'all think puts it on and is buff. Right now, go crazy. Like the comments will not be talking about me. Just buff niggas with fits. Wait, that's so crazy.
Somebody about to make a whole Instagram for it.
Oh, bro, buff niggas with fits? That's a good IG. Lock that IG in right now, please.
Lock that one in
whole
for
business.
sure. Oh, man. Yo,
that is funny.
That is funny. Yo, so best day ever, the fest.
Second annual. We're announcing that shit next week.
I love that, man.
I'm super excited about it, man.
What do you feel you want to change about this one from the first one?
I think it's not even about changing anything for me. With the Best Day Ever Fest, I'm just like really just trying to bring a collective of like all my favorite artists to Portland, to my hometown. Because seeing like everyone I know growing up coming to the festival and getting to see this crazy lineup of all the artists that we're all fans of is just so, it's like this feeling that's like unexplainable, you know what I mean? Because I feel like I can do festivals in big cities and go crazy and do all this shit, but like seeing like the kid I went to like middle school with right next to, oh shit, little action tip right there, that's hard. My fucking curtains broke, guys. Like, I promise you, I'm gonna get it fixed. Fuck.
This is the best day ever. More like the greatest interview ever.
Greatest interview ever. This is ending crazy. But yeah, the best day ever fest. Back to the serious shit. But the best day ever fest is gonna be really fun. We work really hard at just making that shit is hard to do. I will say, putting a fest together is like when people are critiquing us and be like, oh man, you should have got so and so and this. Nigga, I'm working my ass off on phones, trying to call in every favor to every artist I know and being like, yo, bro, I got this much budget for you. I know it's not like your usual fee. Are you down to like hop on? And the artists that you see there are really friends of mine.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Like they are people that are like pulling in favors for me and me being like, yo, I'm definitely like pulling a favor for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Putting a lineup together is so hard to do. I really don't think people understand like
they don't.
5 artists, that means you gotta put 5 schedules together and see who's free on certain dates. And it's just like, niggas just don't.
They don't understand.
They don't think about that and they go in the comments and be like, nigga, you should have had Jay-Z. And it's like,
They're like,
what?
Bro, or just, yeah.
Do you understand how big I am, nigga? Like, no, I could never get Jay-Z.
The craziest. I think just like people seeing that, and then they also just don't know like people if someone does a show here in Portland, they can't do a show for however long.
Literally, people don't know anything about clauses.
I'm
like if the artist you want did a show in Portland for the past 2 months or 3 months, they are not allowed to perform in that city for the 2 months prior to that show or 3 months after that show. Whatever it is, there's clauses, there's schedules, there's just like stress, bro. I got like 50 gray hairs from this festival, just like putting this together. It's like very hard to do, and my managers could speak to that shit because they're in our group chat. I'm like trying to have a good time at lunch on a fucking Sunday, and we talking about, oh no, nigga, this person can't do it, this person can't. Okay, can this person do it? And I'm like calling favors in, DMs by the load. Like it's just a lot, you know. Yeah. While trying to work on an album at the same time and trying to build the shoe and doing shit, like I have like heavy stress all the time, and I just gotta like, I'm trying to like meditate and just like figure shit out a little bit better.
No, for sure, man. I mean, I'm definitely excited to see what you cooked up. I'm sure off camera you're gonna tell me, but we usually do this to close it out. What is your message for our generation?
Damn, that's a loaded question. I love that. Well, I feel like my message to the generation is really just like believing in yourself and just really be easy on yourself in like the most non-corny way, because I think a lot of us sit here on social media every fucking day seeing everybody doing the highlights of their lives, and we sit here and we judge ourselves every 2 seconds like, nah bro, I gotta be up, I gotta do this, I gotta accomplish this, and we really miss out on life a lot quicker nowadays. I feel like everyone is obsessed with just what the other person is gonna do next, rather than, you know, being a little selfish and worrying about yourself and just being easier on yourself. I think people, when they're easier on yourself too, they think it's being selfish, when really I think that shit is just caring for yourself and just worrying about what your next time in life is gonna be, you know? So yeah, that's my message.
Well, I appreciate you so much, my boy.
Appreciate you, man.
Love, man.
This is a great interview.
This is
a lot of action.
so much.
A lot of buff niggas with